Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Claire. My channel is predominantly making jewellery and it's aimed at those new jewellery making, just starting out. Now today we're going to make this lovely pair of earrings. And I'm going to go right back to the very basics in this video. So if you think this video appeals to you, do hit that like button, do subscribe to the channel so you can always, if you have to leave, you can always come back and catch up. So if you can leave a comment, that would be absolutely fantastic. It just helps the algorithm share my videos out to more people. Now I do have a website, lowcostcraftsupplies.co.uk. Everything will be linked down below, and there you'll find jewellery, craft and jewellery supplies. And I do cater for those that are new to making jewellery, so lots of my beads are available either singly or in packs of 10, 20. You don't have to buy the whole strand. I currently have a 10% offer off of a £10 spend. You do not have to buy from my channel to support me. Just by watching this video is all I need you to do. So let me show you how we make these. Here are the moon pendants that we're going to be using. I'm going to call them pendants because they are quite large to call them charms, I feel. And these have got stars and moons and planets. These are the backs. So let me show you what I've got in front of me. Now I've got two pairs of pliers. These are mini pliers. These are mini jewelry pliers. We've got these pretty pink ones, but you can just go along to your DIY store and look at their budget range. They should have something just like these. These pliers are great for opening and closing jump rings, and I'll get to the jump rings in a mo. Now again, these are pliers, but you'll notice the difference. These are your normal pliers. These are tapered. And these are great for getting down in, for getting down in those awkward places, or as I'm going to show you, for opening these earring hooks. Now these earring hooks they're called fish hooks, fish wire hooks, shepherd hooks. There's people call them all sorts. Earring hooks are available in lots of different shapes, lots of different sizes, are available in lots of different designs. But for most people, they do start out using the fish hooks. Now with a fish hook, and I'm going to show you now, so you've got the shape, you come down and it's coiled around. There's a ball. These have a ball on the end. You can get them without the little balls on the end. And then you've got your loop at the bottom. Now the majority of earring wires will open here, the closest to where the hook sticks out, to this side. And I'm just going to show you. If I just hold this, I've got my pliers, and if I just hold on to this side and then bend, can you see how they've opened? You can see how that's opened. And then onto that, you would either attach a jump ring, and then your charm or pendant, or you don't have to use a jump ring. You can go straight in and attach them to what you're making. That's the simplest way. That would be the simplest way. And then what you would do after you've hooked it on, you would go back in, and where you opened it before, you would twist it back again, and that closes it. So that closes it, and that your earring's done. That would be your basic earring. Now make sure when you do them up, just like how you started out, you don't want any gaps. Otherwise, as you walk in, you're going to lose your charm. If like me, like you've got long hair and it will catch, it can pull. So that's why, so really make sure you close these back up afterwards. That's the simple opening and closing of the hook. But what I want to do today is show you how to use jump rings with them. So obviously this is jump rings. Again, they are available in lots of different colours, different materials. These are silver plated, very cheap. They have one split in them, and they also come in different thicknesses. So these are just your standard. Can you see the difference with that jump ring? Now this is a 1.2 thickness, obviously, and they can be quite hard to open and close, but nothing's going to be falling, nothing's going to be coming off of that. But you can't really put those on there because it will look a bit silly. I think it will look a bit silly. Again, if you want to, it's absolutely fine. Just personal preference. I would prefer something smaller. So these are nice. They're not thin and they're not thick. They're just right. And these are 0.8. They're a 0.8 thickness. So I'm just going to take that earring wire off. Now, these are what I prefer to use when I make jewellery. At a minimum, they're stainless steel, or I've got surgical steel, titanium, or I've got titanium, and that's great for sensitive ears. Now, silver plated earring wires, I cannot wear. I can put them in, but after a while my ear will really irritate. I have very sensitive ears. So here I am trying to sell you products and I'm saying to you, don't buy these. Not at all. Lots of people can wear costume jewellery with no problems at all. So these are what I would use. So I'm not going to use them today because this is just a tutorial. So with the jump rings, this is why you need your 2 pairs of pliers. So as I said before with a jump ring, I'm just going to hold that side. The split, you need it at the top. Then you take your pliers the other side, and then, as you can see, I've got both sides, and I'm literally going to do this. Not this, because that will make it bend completely out of shape. You won't get a proper closure and you'll end up losing your earring will just break. So we put the pliers each side and then we twist slightly, and as you can see, there's the gap. They've very slightly, you can see it's opened, but it's just enough to be able to attach the moon. So we pop the moon on. There's our moon. And then with the earring wire, we don't have to open these because we are using the jump ring, but I did show you how you open and close them before. But this is your ear, so if you imagine this is your ear, they would sit like this because we want this to be at the front, we don't want the back. So by using it this way, we pop it on there. We go back to take each side with our pliers and we grab each side. There is our earring. That is how you make a very simple earring. Now we're going to do the same again. So we take the jump ring and then you find, so here's our split at the top. So we put our pliers on and then we twist. So again, we've opened this back up. We take the moon, pop it on. So there we have it dangling. And just like before, we've got an earring wire, and we pop that on the front, and then we go back. So we've got this, you can see we've got the gap. So we take it each side and then we close it again. So if you have got this far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember, any comments, no comment is silly. Please ask away down below. I do reply to every single comment, and I love reading your comments, finding out what country you're watching me from. It's amazing. I really do like to get to know my subscribers, and we're currently nearly at 2,000 subscribers. I would love to have a little community going so that when we do come on, you know, we can get a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be, say how we feel. How not everyone's going to have great days, but I would love that. We could have morning coffee with Claire. So thank you so much for watching. Take care everyone, and happy crafting.